Okay. Okay, I know maybe some of your people might already have like kind of see our website, but I'll just take 10 minutes to quickly, run through the website. I'll make sure I'll not waste your time. Uh, okay, let me share my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Okay, well, let me introduce this whole concept of CoVersity. Well, CoVersity is kind of a people who youngsters or people who come together and build their professional journeys from their one of the interests that they feel interested in and want to convert that into a profession, and just not doing it alone but doing it with a group of other young adults like them, and sorry, a group of young adults with some support of other mentors and guides, and kind of building their own journey by themselves, kind of co-creating it. So this is our website where this is like our home page, and we generally are self-driven, and we kind of highlight this whole self-driven in this whole. So we have few kind of pages that I'll be learning you through, like the concept, the journey, and the possibilities. Okay, the concept is like, as I already said, it's basically of making your own professional journey. So we just don't not just focus on the professional part, but also we focus on ourselves and kind of building our own selves, including our profession too. We are self-directed. We kind of do everything by, so not everything, but we decide how to learn and learn it in our way and our style. Like the person doing decides what to do. And as I already mentioned, that we do it together as a community, as a buddies, as a group of cohort people who are very passionate and want to kind of create their own by doing stuff. And this all thing is done basically by learning through doing. So we just kind of get interacted with the industry to know better about our interest and understand it in the real world perspective and build through that. We use different tools in our journey, making this passion to profession journey. And we all, as I already mentioned, we have a community and people who supporting us, like the mentors and guides, the community, cohorts, and ourselves, of course. And the journey. Sorry. As I said, it's completely by doing. We do to learn. We start our CoVersity by sorry. We start this whole CoVersity concept in cycles, like a 6-month cycle. It starts when you get into CoVersity, and it's like you continue through how much time you take. It's like a self-paced, how many years or months or so not months, maybe years you want to go in this travel in this whole making your passion into profession journey. So the CoVersity will always be there and you get to reach your professional journey. So this is how the 6-month cycle go, and keep on doing it until we feel it's enough. It's on campus, which is filled with action and stuff. And off campus, which we do industry connect, where we connect with the real world and understanding it through the industry working there. And finally, we also review and understand what we have learned and kind of grow through it. So next you join the CoVersity, and well, CoVersity have a lot of possibilities that you can find. Some might be a little smaller one, some might be bigger, and it's up to your perspective how you will be seeing. So some of the possibilities that we listed down are professional possibilities, like as I feel interest is something that we can build and make it into a professional level anywhere. Like we can make it anything. Some of them were listed here, like entrepreneur, job, freelance and stuff, and some professional outcomes which we feel after the whole journey of CoVersity we will kind of get out of will kind of get out of get these things out of this whole journey will be. And finally ourself as a, so we'll be also working on ourselves growing and highlights. And these are a few highlights that we as a community thinks that they are like amazing things, the top things that CoVersity is CoVersity has, like the passion, the ownership of your own journey, and the deep learning that you kind of do it in the cohorts and kind of learn through it, and rewarding by different stuff. And you will be like your work ready and also life ready by the end of this journey. And finally, bootcamp. This is kind of an action thing. Like you heard this whole concept of bootcamp, the CoVersity. So bootcamp is like one where you can experience this whole concept of CoVersity. Like maybe it's like a teaser of CoVersity where you can actually experience being in CoVersity for 1 week. Like you'd be doing a lot of stuff just like you do in CoVersity, but it's like a teaser of CoVersity, like week roadmaps, mini project, interest challenge, self-visioning sessions, community activities, review, reflection. And these are the dates which are coming up. And you can join through here also. And finally, this is our community page. And these are some intentions and beliefs that we strongly believe in as a community. The responsibilities, the learning, acceptance, capability, playing, experimenting, and being together and supporting each other. Thank you. And finally, I'll also share this website so that you can also take a deeper look and explore this whole website a little more and understand this whole concept better.
Yeah, thanks, Srijini, for walking us through the website and the concept in a brief way. So I'm assuming people will have a lot of questions and thoughts, and you've a little bit gone through the website, not just with Srijini, but otherwise. So we can, it's very informal. You can ask questions, and we can kind of chit chat and understand what you are thinking, what you are looking at, and how this whole concept works with respect to you. So we can start with some questions if you want to.
I do have a question.
Sure.
So I was just wondering, I believe that the campus is in Bangalore, right?
It's a little away from the Bangalore city. It's not in Bangalore, but it's
Correct.
about 60 kilometers from Bangalore, and it falls under
Right.
Tamil Nadu. So it doesn't really fall under
Ah,
Karnataka. But it's kind
Yeah.
of, 1.5 hours drive from Bangalore. So you can say it's near Bangalore.
nearby, correct. So as a person living quite far away and specifically not, I mean, obviously I will not be able to attend exactly on campus. So how does university like help me off campus?
Where do you stay, Atharva?
I live in Gujarat, in Gandhinagar, close to Ahmedabad.
That's close by. What I mean is, yeah, I mean, it is whatever, it's far or close, yeah. But
Yeah.
the whole idea is that we kind of, people like you and Srijini and many others, they all hole up or gang up in one place, which is the campus. And then you do
Correct.
real intense stuff, let's say for about, 2 to 3 months.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can do intense stuff typically when you are here, when we are together. And the intensity is not just because you've chosen to do stuff which is kind of in the field, in the sense working it with the industry, but also because you're doing it together. So there's a lot of interaction, give and take, pull and push, learning from each other. So the real benefit of it will only happen if we are all physically together on campus. So there's an expectation. So that's why we have designed, if you, Srijini, if you can put the cycle again back. So keep the screen shared. That's okay. We can use that. So if you see the cycle, there's a portion where you are at the campus, okay, and working, and then you go back. And in the internship or you could be doing some business or whatever you want to do for about 2 months, can be done at some place. Let's say if you are in Gandhinagar, you can do it there. So that way you are both at home and here, right? And kind of, so it's a mix of that. Yeah.
Right.
So internships you can do out of homes, but so that's how it is designed. So if you're saying, can I just do the whole thing from my home? Well, not really.
Yeah.
It won't work. And you only will not get benefit.
Yeah.
Because I mean, yeah, online we can connect, but not like when we are together and do all that.
Yeah, on campus.
The whole dishum happens when we are all together, right?
Correct.
Oh, the whole fun really starts there, the intense fun. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, you happen to mention internships. So I will internships with Aarohi or with
No, not at all. In the field of your interests. So whatever you have chosen as your interest field, in that field, you will work with some organization.
Correct.
Hopefully in person. Sometimes people take online internships also, but that's really your choice, and you will, with the other members, decide, plan, find out where you want to do internship. And obviously your parents will guide you. We all, the whole community will also guide you. But the idea is to, do work with people who are already professionals in their field, so that not only you learn by doing the work, you also learn from them. They become your mentors.
Understood. Thank you.
I think, Ratnesh, my question is that these are young children coming in, right? So they do have some ideas about what they want, their passion. So how does the facilitation happen in terms of trying to find out? Some of them are like, like my daughter, instance, like till last week, she wants to be an archaeologist. Today, she came and said, I want to be a journalist. So, and I'm sure this keeps changing, right? So
absolutely.
So what kind of facilitation happens to kind of, try to guide them in terms of like, what is it, trying to make them understand their strengths and what works for them, kind of, rather than we pushing them into a direction. The idea is, I'm hoping that this concept is to explore and find out what is that, right? So how does that facilitation work?
Okay, so thanks for asking this question, because this is like the core of CoVersity, you can call it, right? So the whole concept is of deep diving. So when, let's say you have, let's say, or you or your daughter has, let's say, archaeology or journalism, various interests. So now how does one find out if this is the interest that I really, really would like to pursue over a period of a longer time, right?
Yeah.
So we believe the only real way to do that is to actually deep dive into it, do hardcore work in that area for a certain amount of time. So we have come up with the 6 months that you do work in one area for 6 months, whichever is your top, let's say, number one interest area.
Yeah.
After 6 months, you review, you think, hey, so I've worked in this area, I've even done maybe an internship or some actual work. I even earned money, maybe doing a lot of some clients for writing for, let's say, journalism, writing for some papers or doing work for some media. Now that I've worked in it, what do I think? Is this exciting enough for me to carry it on? Then I do it for one more cycle. If I say, no, I want to change, I want to try something else, go ahead. Now deep dive into another area for 6 months. And that's how the journey evolves. So one can after 1 year come back or continue to explore. And in the whole process, two things are happening. One is you are really testing the areas or tasting, let's say. You're really tasting different areas deeply for you to really then come to a conclusion which one you would like to pursue on a longer duration.
Okay.
And you are also testing yourself because you are putting in a lot of effort, and that effort grooms you, grows you, develops you from inside. A lot of your skills, right, from researching to doing stuff, to connecting with others, to networking, to getting mentoring, and so on and so forth. A whole lot of skills get developed. So with every cycle of exploration, one is the domain part, but you are really growing. So that after some cycles, so you can even say, whatever field I step in, I can conquer it. And that's the whole idea. So at one side, you are growing yourself. On the other side, you are deeply exploring different interests. And over a period of time, you would be able to zoom in either on one or maybe even multiple, I don't know, and take it from there. So that's the core idea of CoVersity, that instead of doing too many things and not being able to decide, let's do one thing at a time, do it deeply enough, then move on to something else till you find yourself.
And this has been going on for some time, like few batches have gone. How many people would have gone through or going
So
through this now?
as a concept of CoVersity, we started in last June. That time we did it within, so Aarohi is a community of many families. So we did this within our community, and there were 5 people in the CoVersity. Yeah. And now we are kind of, so given with their experience, and I don't know if you're aware, in the Saturday meetup, you can meet each one of them. Every Saturday, one of them is coming and sharing their journey. So this Saturday also, one of the members would be coming. And if you want to see the previous recording, you can hear their journeys. So when we saw them over the last, now more than 6 months, almost 8-9 months, we are like in awe of the kind of work that they have done. Right? So you can literally say impressed with them, not impressed with our concept, but impressed with their capabilities, their commitment. We said, yes, this is something we should take to the rest of the, let's say, rest of the world. So in that sense, the formal launch of CoVersity is now. That was more like a within the community. It was not open to the world as such.
Okay. And the other thing is also in terms of the timeline, I saw need to spend about 12 to 14 weeks there in the university and all. So from a school going kid, balancing that and all, right? So that is something we need to.
No, there is no school going here. There's no college going, no school going. This is, you are dedicating yourself at least maybe for a year. We call it a deep dive year. We say, you say, okay, 1 year, I'm going to deep dive both into myself and into the domains which I think are exciting for me.
All right.
So it's a full-time thing. It's like a job.
Okay.
Right. There is no other distractions.
All right. Okay. Good.
Okay, we can take more questions. Sandhya, if you have anything. Shiva has joined in. I think you joined in a little time back. Hi, Shiva. We did a small walkthrough of our website. If you have already gone through, then you might be familiar with the little bit familiar with the concept. But if you have more questions, yeah, please ask. Or if you want to discuss any aspect of CoVersity. Yeah, one of the things that Srijini was also talking about is, which is why we have created these week-long boot camps. So where you come in stages for a week to get the real idea of experience how a CoVersity would work. So we are just talking here, meaning that is one way of understanding it. But the real understanding you get when you come and stay here and kind of experience it for a week. Though a week is a very small duration, but we will, in the past we have done, and it's kind of gives you a good taste of what it will take. It's a lot of work, but it's a lot of fun. Because you are doing things which you like doing, you're doing with like-minded and energetic people around you, and yeah, it's like that. So it's all intense fun, if I may call it. Yeah, and that is why the degree of involvement is very high. So the invitation is, if you want to just have a flavor of it, to come and so we have 3 boot camps. So you can be part of that, experience it, and then take a call. And even during that 1 week, we will do a fair amount of review work as to, okay, how was this week, and what's, things like how do I look at myself, what strengths I work, what are my short-term dreams, long-term, a lot of looking into oneself also. Apart from at least doing one project which is with the outside world. So we'll take on something of a shorter scale, but still interacting with the world outside. So that's the bootcamp. Yeah, Preeti, you want to add something?
Yeah, so just one thing that I want to add, like when someone is deep diving into their own interest, and they are getting work ready and life ready, and what I really feel is the kind of decisions that they will be taking for their own self. That is what is like making them life ready. Like they are owner of their own self. They are driving their own car. They have everything in their own hands, and then how important, how proper decisions you take for yourself is what makes you ready for everything.
Yeah, please go ahead and ask, or if you want, you can say, let's talk more about something, and we can try and elaborate more. As I said, the idea was to just briefly introduce and then more go by which aspect you want to talk a little more about. Even if it's not directly to do with CoVersity, but more to do with your own, what are you going through in your life? What is exciting you? How are you looking at your own professional journey? Or even, we're using the word professional journey to more describe the journey of youth as they move into, kind of life ahead. So we're just kind of using the professional as an umbrella term. Not that everybody has to work in that sense, as in money work.
I am the parent of the CoVersity member. Hello.
Yeah, Vajip sir, we can hear you. Please go ahead.
I am the parent of the CoVersity member. my daughter, along with my daughter, I am learning how to guide them and what is the learning process, really learning process is going on in the process of learning. And I am this is my transition period from parent to the guide. I am learning the main issue I am taking from this CoVersity. That is the main point I want to tell.
Yeah, so that makes me mention the point that typically in CoVersity, at least one parent minimum from each family is also signs up as a guide. So there's a whole pool of guides. The guides includes at least one parent, and your role is not just to guide your child, which you will automatically do, but also to guide other children. And so that's one part of the pool. Then there are members of the CoVersity team and of Aarohi community. So that's what forms a much larger group of guides. And then there are, so these guides are not domain experts or mentors. They are just guides who are guiding and interacting with the CoVersity members on a regular basis. And then each CoVersity member, depending on what his or her need is, would have maybe a group of mentors or one mentors or many mentors in many forms. That will really depend on each child and what they are looking for each individual, not defined in any specific way. So it's an expectation that because we are a community and we are not just a community of children, we are a community of families. So in all different ways, the families get involved with the whole community. And so in some ways you become part of the community, and that is also a lot of fun. Fun for the whole family. Fun in the sense of not, okay, I keep using the word fun, more in the sense of joy and in the sense of deeper interaction with a lot of different people, doing a lot of things together. And yeah. Okay. Others who have joined in, Sandhya, Seema, Siva, you have any questions or any thoughts? Yeah, Puvanan, you want to ask something? Please go ahead. I think you unmuted. And
No, I just saying I was good. For me, it was more to understand and something we will think about it and
Sure.
we'll come back to you.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. Anybody else has a question?
14 to 21 age.
Sorry, your voice is
So
breaking a little. Sandhya, I'm not able to hear you clearly. I heard. Yeah. Is it only breaking for me? Are others able to hear?
Sorry,
No, it's breaking for us also.
Yeah, Sandhya, can you repeat? Your voice is breaking.
One second.
Or maybe you can put in chat also.
Yeah.
Sir, is it only for 14 to 21 years age group people?
Yeah, right now that's the age group we think is kind of best suited for the way we have looked at CoVersity. What age you have in mind? Younger or younger than 14 or older than 21?
Actually, means for elders, like 40 years people like me.
Yeah, I guess Preeti, you answered that question. How Preeti gets involved with the community, I think that will in some way. So in a way, if your child is part of the CoVersity, you are also part of the whole community. Preeti, you want to respond to that?
Yes. So, Sandhya, I mean, my daughter is 10-year-old and I have been with Aarohi community since more than 3 years now. And the way I get connected and get involved completely with the community, and the way I am learning everything with Aarohi and with the whole of community, I can't tell you, I've never learned those things, basic things of life in my school or in my earlier ages. Very honestly, I think I'm living since 3 years only. So, so you can think the kind of learning means, yes, when we are part of the community, we are definitely learning, and we are part of the community. We are ourselves also part of community.
And I must add,
when the
yeah,
boot camp gets started, sir?
okay, Srijani, would you want to share quickly the dates of boot camp?
Yes, it's on 27th of March and 17th of April and 7th of June.
Okay, okay. 27th March is nearer date. Okay. Okay, thank you.
Ratnesh, you were adding something?
Yeah, I was just wanting to tell Sandhya and just to take Preeti's example, is if she says that she has grown so much, the credit goes to Preeti. She's very, very active in community, and interacting with everybody, not just children, all adults, everybody. I think that's the whole joy of being in a community. So I wanted to underline that,
Yeah.
it's all her involvement.
Okay, okay. And this boot camp is in the campus only, no, sir?
Yes.
Ratnesh, it's
Okay.
5th of June.
So
I
Sandhya,
didn't
for
get.
boot camp,
Ratnesh,
for boot camp, Sandhya, you can also check the website. There is a whole page
Okay.
about boot camp on it, and there are specific dates written out there on the website. So it will give you a lot of clarity if you go on the website and check out the whole thing. Yeah.
Okay, okay, thank you.
It will also give you more clarity about the whole process of it, how and what the child will be doing while in those 6 days of boot camp. And then last day of the boot camp, parents are they are invited to be part of the camp, and then how those things will work. So all of that is there on the boot camp page. So it is good if you go through that.
Okay. Thank you.
My son is 10-year-old. So what I'm understanding from the discussion is that as of now, I cannot join CoVersity even like as an adult, right? As much as this might be exciting for me also to, after hearing Preeti especially, I'm like, Arey, I also want to be a part of it.
But you can be part of Aarohi community still, not part of CoVersity. And when you're part of Aarohi community, you get involved even in CoVersity, just as Preeti is so much involved in CoVersity.
Okay.
So
Yes.
Aarohi community is the umbrella community. Within that, we have the CoVersity now. So you are most welcome to be part of the Aarohi
Right.
community with your child, as in your child will
Yes.
also be part of it, and you will also be part of it.
Yes. I mean, yeah, I am coming on 17th over there. And yes, I mean, you obviously are aware that I'm like constantly dipping my toes, but like not able to. But yeah, anyways, another thing that I just wanted to, I work as a teacher, right? So and I work with the 14-year-old, 15-year-old, that group as well. So is it okay if I forward your CoVersity
Please.
information to my group of kids? So those who want, who are interested in certain topics like writing, or for the topics which we have CoVersity right now.
The CoVersity isn't limited to any specific topic. The 3 groups that are now is because the 5 people who are there want are part of those 3. When there are 10 people, we may have, I don't know how many cohorts. When there are 30, so it is not limited by what is currently here. People can join CoVersity with any interest.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not limited to what is currently there. In fact, people create the cohorts.
Okay.
Yeah, depending on it. So I told at the beginning, I'm interested in adventure. So assuming I'm 14, between 14 and 21, I would have created a cohort of adventure sports, trekking especially, and other things that I keep doing. So you get the sense. So yes, please inform. So that is something, a help that we need, not just you from Seema, but from everybody who is connected with us, is to spread the word. Please spread the word to every 14 and 21-year-old in this whole world, not just in your school.
Yes.
Yeah, we need that. Yes. We need that not because they need to join meaning aarohicoversity, not that way. We need that to tell the youth of today, wherever they are, that hey, you are truly capable of creating your own journey, and you can do it anywhere with any group. You can form your own coversity and so on. So it's not limited to aarohicoversity. Aarohi is just one coversity. We hope there could be many coversities across the country and maybe the world down the line, where groups of people are intensely working and doing things that they really like doing. So it's not about them joining Aarohi. It's more about them start believing that they can actually live a life of their interest, and build it the way they want to, rather than build it the way they want, actually, with joy as part of the whole journey of doing it and learning and growing, and not like waiting till the end to get into something.
Right.
Hi, Ratnesh, this is Sangeeta here.
Yeah, Sangeeta.
I just want to know, like, no, we wanted to come, me, my husband, and my daughter. We were planning to come this summer, and only then I came to know that there's cohort coversity also happening in April 17th, 1 week on. So if I can come there, I join the. I be with the other group, the parents group, and she can be with the cohort group. Is that possible, so that we can come in the same time and the traveling and stay would be easy? Is that okay? Because I think from March 27th to April 28th, parents can come any week, I think. Is that so? If I'm not. Hello?
Srijini, you want to answer that?
So I will not be disturbing her. She can be with her team. She's she'll be 18 now. Then she can be with that. She can be with that team, and I also want to experience, because I've been attending many of these webinars. So I also want to be a part of it. We 3 were planning to come, but then when this is happening, if she can join there and I can be with the other group, I hope that will be fine.
Okay. Well, this boot camp is like exclusively for the young people, like who are attending for the boot camp only. So we get an environment which is filled with young adults and get that that energy with us. So we really don't recommend the parents being with the children during the boot camp.
Yeah, but then
But you can come on the last day of the boot camp to kind of understand the whole concept with the whole week, what happened and how, and all of that other stuff.
Yeah, but I also wanted her to come. I also wanted her to come alone, but then we have the other group, no, for the smaller children. I think parents and the children, they can come from 27th March to 28th April, any 1 week. They can come and stay there. So if I can join that group, and I will not be bothering her.
Yeah, that's exactly what.
Bothering her.
Yeah, Sangeeta, it's not about you bothering it, but you see the dynamics changes when for you she is around and for you are around. So we would like that dynamics not to be there. So you are still most welcome to come any other week if you want to, or you hang on, and if she joins CoVersity, then anyway, that time, then is the once you're part of the community, then there then everybody is in it, right? But this
Mhm.
boot camp, we would that's what Srijini is saying, recommend that no, don't come. You don't come, as in you bring her, drop her, and then you can join on Saturday, and then you guys can go back.
Okay.
There could be other parents with other younger children, but that is as such not an issue there. In any case, at any point of time in our community, they're all ages. So that is, but having your own parent or for the parent having your own child is a very different dynamic.
Very true, very true, very true. But I thought because both are happening, I thought if I could, because we could save time, no? So
Well, in her interest, I
Fitting
would
in
say
logistics.
don't look at it as a saving time, look at it as an investment in her interest.
yeah, for me, like, so I thought, okay, anyways, yeah, that sounds good. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, any other question? If it is there, we can answer. I'm just reminding that this Saturday, so we are having meetups on Thursdays and Saturdays. And on Saturdays, what is special is that we also have one CoVersity member who is sharing this Saturday. There will be Misha who would be sharing her journey. So yeah, if you want to interact with one of the members, then you can see the previous 3-4 recordings. I think 4 recordings are there, as well as you can join in this and the next Saturday and so on. Yeah. Right. So what we can do is we can pause now. And as I said, and any more questions you can always ask on the WhatsApp group. Hopefully you're part of that group. You can call us or anyway, we can meet again on Saturday, then again next Thursday. So we will be there every Thursday, Saturday, and we can interact. The link would be the same. Saturday, the timing is 6, Thursdays, the timing is 7. Yeah. And I've already put, okay, sorry. No, yeah, I put the link for the website also, and I'm sure you already have it in some ways, so you can, but if you still have a question, we can still take it.
Ratnesh, can I put up the message wherein there is a link for a WhatsApp group also in it?
Please,
Here
please,
in the
please.
chat window.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, super. Preeti has put all the information in one shot. Super. Thanks, Preeti. Okay, so as I said, we can take a pause now and meet again, and we can connect with us, and we can kind of take it forward. Right?
Yeah.
So
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you all.